This is the Odyssey REDBALL, a new putter that's come out from Odyssey, and they're claiming this little red ball inside the putter is going to help you hold more putts. Let's see if that's the case. I'm Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Academy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the videos. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this style of putter. So what is the REDBALL? Well, start off with, this is a mallet-shaped putter. It's a relatively large-shaped putter, and Odyssey are claiming has huge levels of forgiveness, but that's not the big talking point. The big talking point is the red ball that sits inside of this putter. And quite simply, it's helping you with your alignment when you set the putter up behind the ball. Looking down on the putter, exactly above that red ball is a round circle, a see-through circle. And the whole concept of this, if you can see that red ball perfectly when the putter is behind the ball, you are in what Odyssey are claiming the correct and proper setup to hit the putter as best as you can. And they're claiming that this offers huge levels of consistency when you come up to set up to a putt, which I actually believe. I kind of get that point. The other big features on this as well, it's got the vice versa technology on top, so it's got the white strips down the front and the more darker panels to the side. It's got the white hot insert, which is actually a really good insert. I've tested it on other putters. But let me talk about what happened when I took it out on the golf course. So I took it to Burnley Golf Club, and I wanted to see this idea because as much as this is a different twist on a concept that's new, it's something that has been done before from other putters. Seymour being the big one, they used to have a red space behind the actual shaft band to help you keep the face as straight as possible at address. But Odyssey have gone from a different lineup here, and it's more about actually your vantage point, your viewing point, whether you've got the line of the putter correctly and whether you've got your eyes over the golf ball. That's the big thing they're kind of talking about. So I took it out and I tested it. And I had to say, when I set up in my normal setup position, I could see the red ball pretty clearly, straight through the sphere, absolutely in the correct spot. It didn't feel that unnormal to me, it felt pretty standard. So I must set up how Odyssey claimed to be the correct and proper setup. So then I toyed around with the ideas. I lowered the shaft a long way and saw how much I needed to be off for that red circle to be out of the sphere. And this is where, for me, it was kind of a bit of a concern because you had to be a long way off, and I mean a long way off, for that red ball and not to sit inside that circle. You had to have the putter at some very, very unusual angles. And not only that, eyes inside the ball, eyes over the ball. Again, you needed to be off by a huge margin for that circle to be out of the ball. However, when I putted this putter, it has to be said, I hold everything. Everything I looked at, it gave me huge confidence that even though that red circle was in the middle, it gave me confidence that I had it in the right spot. And I set up and I hold putt after putt after putt. Another big thing as well, I love the feel of this face. This white hot RX insert is a phenomenal face insert. This is the new style as well. And it just gave me huge confidence. And that's where I see this putter having a bit of a marketplace, because for me it's more aimed at, I don't know, let's say a beginner golfer. Let's say someone who's new to the game that doesn't really know how to set up to a putt. This would be perfect. It's almost like a training aid to a degree. However, you look at who's using this putter, an LPGA player, Michelle Wie, is using this putter. So it's not only for what we would see as a beginner golfer, they're also using it out on tour. You know, Michelle Wie, a phenomenal player, she's using this putter, which is, you know, crazy to think, really. It's more of a training aid than anything else. However, the big factor, and this is how we hold putts, having that face as square as possible at the moment of impact, considering we're aiming in the right direction, is the main factor for holding more putts. If you can start that ball online at the right speed, you've got a chance of going in the hole. Well, the REDBALL doesn't massively offer that. The REDBALL technology on its own, because I could have the face shut, I could have it open and still have that red ball exactly in the circle. And that's where other devices in the past, like I mentioned before, with the Seymour putter, the red band actually sat behind the shaft that really gave you the full sense of having the face straight and having the face square. With this, if you had more of a tendency of aiming left and opening the face, or aiming right and shutting the face, or leaning the shaft forward or leaning it back, it's not going to massively help you with this putter. It's not going to hinder you, but that's not its main advantage, it's not its main purpose. For me, the main purpose is actually more eye line over the ball and that you've got the correct lie angle of putter. That's where, for me, this Red Ball science technology comes into its own. Price point is £169 and $180, which I don't think is unreasonable, certainly because of the technology that's gone into it, and the face insert is phenomenal. Odyssey make much more expensive putters, and this kind of sits under that price bracket, which I think is good. I don't think it's a bad thing. The other interesting point on this putter, they've gone back to what's the DFX grip, which is relatively basic grip, gone away from the more chunky style, which, to be honest, the chunkier style grips are way more common these days, but the Red Ball actually features as standard the DFX grip, which maybe doesn't feel quite as premium as some of the newer ones these days. So as a full summary, from a putter, I hold lots of putts with it. I liked the feel of this new white hot RX face. I thought it was amazing, but that's not exclusive for the Red Ball. The Red Ball for me had some nice features. I like the fact that it gave you confidence over the putt and over the ball, that you've got the lie angle and your eyes over the ball. That's great. But it didn't offer me loads of protection that the face was square. That was not something it really offered. And whether they could do that, advance this technology a little bit later down the line. And another interesting fact, one of their most popular putters ever, the 2-ball. If they could somehow get the Red Ball and 2-ball kind of technology, coming together, I think that's where we've got a really interesting putter design, because the 2-ball is one of the most popular Odyssey putters ever. I think it's good. I think you're going to see a lot of players using it. I think there's going to be a lot of golfers that pick this up and do have the club incorrectly placed, and it's going to help, which is only a benefit. Interesting putter, interesting design. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. Leave the comments down below. Smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're new so you don't miss out on any of the videos. Hit that bell icon. Check me out on Instagram at RichShielsPGA to find out what's coming up next. Thanks for watching, guys. That is my full in-depth review of the new Odyssey Red Ball.